I hope everyone is doing well today. In this video, I'm going to go over why I am stepping away from SanDisk. It's very disappointing. A lot of the folks out there that I listen to, the tech folks, everybody was really into SanDisk. I certainly was, and I recommended it to everyone in the group. And so I'm kind of doing an update. And I'm not exactly sure what the final thing that I'm going to be doing. But all I know is I am going back to the idea of different drive manufacturers and different drive technologies, meaning SanDisk is SanDisk. They were bought by Western Digital. Western Digital is a company that makes a lot of hard drives. Seagate makes a lot of hard drives, and I'm going to combine them for archiving, meaning backing up. And, I'm really disappointed. There's a video in here that I will recommend that kind of goes through some of these issues. I think it's good to keep up to date. There are 3 lawsuits going on right now, which I will be digging into later, but I'm concerned that I'm going to lose data. I'm concerned you might lose data. I wouldn't freak out about it, but there has been some information that has come out where people are losing information, losing drives, unmounting. The video does go through and shows you some free software that you get. It's a great resource that I learned from, and he goes through what you can do, but I don't want to get to that point. So what am I going to do? First thing I'm going to do is check, and I will include this link down below, check my drive. I thought it was just the newer ones. No, I would check any SanDisk drive that you have, and honestly, I am not I'm not trusting the drive anymore. I have too many questions. I'm going to kind of pull them out of being used along the way, maybe as multiple backups, but I want to see what comes out of the lawsuit, if they're going to be recalled, et cetera, et cetera. So go ahead and look at the bottom of your drive. There's a little serial number. I couldn't read mine, so what did I do? I used my iPhone. I took a picture of it and kind of blew it up, and I got my serial number, all the different serial numbers. So here we have the serial number. I'm going to say Mac OS. I'm going to submit it, and none of my drives have come up that they need to be updated, but I don't know if they understand what needs to be updated, and that's why I have some concerns, and I don't want to lose data. Knock on wood. I have not lost data because I've had multiple backups, and there'll be a different part to this video. I'm going to break this video up into different segments so you don't have to watch it all at once. This video is why I'm going to replace my SanDisks, and then there'll be other videos, and one of them will kind of be the sticky note things of this is how I'm backing things up and archiving them, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to mosey on forward. Like I said, I'm going to do a spinning hard drive as the main backup, where I just put it in a safe or a safe place, and it's much slower. In this case, much slower than a solid state drive. And we'll start off by this one. I liked LaCie. They had been around for a while. I know they use a Seagate back end, and I verified that. But I didn't do my full research, and I kind of got into an issue that I'll show you down here. I would not recommend this drive. I'm sorry that I bought it because the hard drive rotation speed is 5,400. That is slow. In the video that you'll see going forward when I'm talking about this drive, it took an entire day to back up, I think 1.2 terabytes. So I don't recommend this drive. I bought it. I don't think I can return it because I opened it and I used it. But of course, I bought the hard drive case because I want it to, where I'm storing it. I want it extra protection, blah, blah, blah. I recommend hard drive cases just because it's nice to have, but I'm that kind of guy. What I would have liked to have bought is the Seagate Ultra Touch HDD 5 terabyte. I don't think you can find over 5 terabyte right now in a small form factor. You have to get a bigger one, and I don't want that because where I put it, I don't have a lot of room. It's in a safe or a safe place. But this one, you can kind of go down and you can see, let's see, where is it? I think it's more in the specs. Down here, and no, it's down here further. 7200 is really the speed that you want. When they talk about the interfaces like USB 3, USB Type-C, I'm trying to get everything on USB Type-C. That connection will do really fast data transfer. The thing that's not going to do the data transfer writing is the drive speed. So you can have a lickety-split great connection, but unless the drive is fast enough, it just takes forever. So I have not purchased this one, but I will be purchasing this one today to replace my other one. And how I decide to update my backup sequence and what is best for me, and what do I keep off-site and what do I keep on-site, how I get some of my SanDisks out of my life. Like my photos I have on different drives. Right now they were just on SanDisks, the smaller ones, as I've upgraded to larger ones and faster. But I'm putting it back on a spinning disk, the SLC. So I recommend a different technology and different companies. So this one may take quite a while to back up to, but it's a different technology than solid state, so that's a good thing. We don't want to lose any data. So as we go forward, that is the spinning drive. Now, the one that I have not yet formatted, and I'm going to right after this this video, is my next video on how to go through the formatting of this one. This is a different technology. It is made by Western Digital, who owns SanDisk, but it doesn't necessarily use the same technology, and they are different divisions. So I'm going to try this one to begin with and see what the speeds are. There are different versions of the WD Black. This is more of a gaming drive. We're going to see how well it performs. I haven't heard anything too negative about this one as of yet, but there are, if you scroll down, there are the different versions. I'm going with 2 terabytes with whatever I do. There's smaller ones. There is I think there was, what was it? The P50, then there's the D10, the D30. These are older ones, but I am going with this particular one. It is almost twice as much as the SanDisk drive. So, we'll see. We just don't know what we don't know, and this is the best that we can do with the information. So those are my recommendations. I'm going to put links below. I just wanted to do a little quick update because I did place an order with that for that drive, the Seagate 5 terabyte, because right down here it is 7200 RPM. The other thing that I decided as I'm mulling things over in my mind, it was like, okay, we want to have different types of technology. Here's the spinny drive, then we have the solid state drive, but let's not go and get caught like we did before with doing everything with SanDisk. So what I've decided to do, and I did order, is a Samsung solid state. It's not quite as fast it's 1050. I think the other ones were about 2000 megabits per second. We may or may not see it outrageously slow, but it's a different manufacturer, so hopefully we will not run into the same issue. And I will put links for all of those down below. And of course, I bought drive cases. And I'll let you know how this one goes when it gets here. Now that I'm living in Arkansas, it should be maybe sometime today or tomorrow. Actually, I think it's tomorrow. But I did purchase that today. And I did the spinny drive. So I'll let you know more about those two when they come in and I have some experience with them. And there we go. Below. Really, if you stick with a high quality drive manufacturer, that is your best bet. I had purchased smaller like thumb drives that weren't manufactured by SanDisk. They weren't manufactured by a major manufacturer. I had some of them die. They just kind of quit. And I don't know if they buy the second hand, the ones that had failed tests that the bigger drive manufacturers made, but then they were like, yeah, this isn't the quality that we want, and throw it this way. So I really never go with a off-brand hard drive or anything anymore because it's just not worth the money saved. So there we have it. Thanks a lot. See you in the next video.